So YouTube, the camera is finally on. You couldn't witness what I just went through for the last 30 minutes trying to set up everything to be perfect. 20 minutes into everything being semi-perfect. I dropped my kombucha all over my computer. My keyboard fucking glitched out and deleted half of what I did. Ring light broke, webcam broke. My mouse is soaking wet with kombucha. And if you want to see the fucking fuel that keeps me going for the last, I've been working since, I think I woke up at like 6. Been working since like 8. It's now, what time is it? 11:35. A few hours in. But if you want to see the fuel that's been keeping me going, this better be a sponsorship, I swear. And then the good old-fashioned kombucha. Yeah, so let's get to work. I got some things to share. So I want to come on here and kind of break down why you're going to still be broke if you don't make a change right now. 75% of the world's richest men are entrepreneurs, 15% are investors, 7% are athletes, 3% are artists. 0% of the world's richest men are employees. But yet you'll wake up at 6 a.m. every day to make somebody else rich, to make your boss rich, to work for somebody else, to earn somebody else financial freedom. But when that alarm comes around at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. for you to start your own business, you lay in bed. And that's the defining factor on why you're going to die broke and nobody in your family is going to get to retire, and why your kids are going to go down this path of being an employee and your grandkids are not going to make it. It's a generational curse to not break out of. Being poor is a curse. Not learning how to become financially free, not pushing to become financially free. It's a curse. It's a disease that you are leaving onto the future generation of your family if you do not break the line, if you don't break that curse on you. Just because your family didn't have money doesn't mean you can't. Just because you don't have friends with money doesn't mean you can't. Just because your circle doesn't have money doesn't mean you can't. You need to surround yourself with people, and if you can't, by yourself, find those who are where you want to be. Don't listen to those who are not where you want to be. Don't follow the people who are average. Follow those who have succeeded in the fields that you want to succeed in, or are in the positions that you wish to be in. Because you're going to get a lot of hate. You're going to get a lot of negative people. Just don't listen to those people. When you are young, or if you become successful at a young age, you're going to get a lot of failure people, a lot of people who have failed their entire lives, trying to tell you how to succeed, how to change, where you can do better. You should only be listening to people who are in the position that you wish to be in. Whether that's business, life, and relationships, faith in God, doesn't matter. Listen to those who are in the position that you want to be in, and that's how you get to the position that you want to be. I think that's the importance of leaving your hometown. If you stay in your hometown your entire life, you're only surrounded by those who know one thing. Can't branch out and find new things. I think that's the biggest part about why Miami is such a big deal right now, is because nobody was really born and raised there. Everybody who gets money or is trying to get money goes there because everyone there wants to get money. In your hometown, people don't understand that. People think about $10,000 and think, wow, this guy's rich. People think about $10,000 a month and think, holy shit, that's untouchable. But in reality, there are 16-year-olds out there making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Me, myself, I'm a high school dropout, and I'm doing fairly well for myself because I've grinded for the last year, and I've only really seen any fruits of my labor within the last 2 months. You're going to sit around and let a high school dropout out-earn you just because I'm putting my nose in my laptop and working my ass off when you're not. I'm learning when you're not. You see what I'm trying to say? I'm sacrificing what you aren't willing to sacrifice. And I'm not even where I want to be. The people who are where you want to be, or where I want to be, are outworking all of us, and they're already at the top, but yet they have that cemented in their brain that they cannot stop. They can't stop. They know nothing other than to work harder than everyone else. Yet you think you've read 10 pages of a book, or you spent 10 minutes working on your business today, and yet you think you've done enough. You're not doing enough. And I'll say this time in and time again. If you follow me on Instagram, you see it all the time. I get a lot of hate for this, but just because you're succeeding in your small pond does not mean you're succeeding. Leave your hometown. Leave your hometown. I promise you your life will change. Go to a city. Go to a big city where there's lots and lots of money. Your entire perspective on how money works will change. You'll meet people who literally will just tell you, work hard, think about what you want, effort towards there. You can't be results driven. You have to be process driven. You can't be thinking about the end goal. You have to be thinking about the steps that it takes to get there. Once you learn to enjoy the steps that it takes to actually get there, you're cooking. You've made it. You're already 90% of the way there. You enjoy the failures. When everything is going wrong, when things aren't getting set up right, I've recorded videos time and time again, hours and hours and hours. I've worked on programs and brands. I've worked on courses. It's 5 hours just to find out my fucking mic isn't hooked up. Things fucking happen, but you have to understand, if it was easy, every single person on the planet would be rich, but they're not. Every single person on the planet is poor, and there's certain few that are rich. It's because of certain few are getting past the hard parts that everyone else gives up on. You just have to get past. You just really have to start. Starting is the hardest part. Once you learn to enjoy it, the rest of the process comes so easy. You have to learn how to enjoy the fucking tough shit in the beginning to really thrive throughout the rest of your business career, throughout the rest of being an entrepreneur. If you don't learn to enjoy the shitty parts, you're done for. This game's gonna eat you alive. You have absolutely 0% chance of making it. You're going to run into a speed bump and give up. But anybody who's ever made it in anything in their life is just going to go around that speed bump. They're going to learn from that one speed bump and be like, oh, okay, well, if I just kind of turn around, I'm fine. So just don't be a fucking quitter. That's the problem. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be blunt. That's the problem with poor people. Run into a problem, you go back to what's comfortable and safe. Comfortable and safe is gonna kill you. The reason people are successful is because successful people love taking risks. They understand that I could lose it all, or I just work my fucking ass off. So even if I lose it all, I'm prepared to make it back. You know, there's this process of, is it worth it? Yes. Okay, go for it. Is the end result worth it? Yes. Okay, then go through all the fucking shit that it takes to get there. You know, don't run into something shitty and give up. Simple. So if you've learned anything from me, or if you mess with me at all, or if you like my content at all, come back to the next video. I'm going to be trying to do these more consistently as I grow my brand and my business. So this is going to be more raw. I'm not even going to kind of advertise it on my Instagram or anything like that. I'm not going to even give you guys my Instagram. If you stumble upon this account, just fuck with me. Follow along with the business. If you have any questions about what I do or what I'm like focused on or what my business is in general, or who I am, you know, let me know in the comments, and I can reach out to you, or I can make a video on it depending on how much you really want to know. If you're looking to get rich in 2025, start your personal brand, start making money online, because you're not going to do it being an employee. So remember, 0% of the richest people on planet Earth are employees.